Welcome to the UK Soaps Spoilers News channel. Coronation Street spoilers teased that Leanne would have to deliver drugs to Harvey. Leanne informs Simon that she will go back to work, take the advance and pay Harvey. Sadly, Imran refused to advance Leanne and Nick was only able to loan Leanne £1,000. Leanne then began to hide her panic. Leanne then walked over to Harvey's car with a worried expression. When she gives him £1,000, tell him she's Simon's mom and that's all he gets. But Harvey made it clear that he wanted the rest to take them to the hospital, causing Leanne to shiver. Leanne panicked on the way back home. When Simon asked, Leanne said everything had been arranged and Harvey would bother them too. Simon then heaved a sigh of relief, and Leanne pulled a pack of drugs out of her bag. Simon did not know that his mother accepted to work for Harvey to pay off the debt and Simon took out a loan. Simon later visited Kelly in the hospital. Feeling horrible, Simon said if Kelly wanted to alert the police to him, he would handle what was going to happen to him. At the station, Imran explained to Kelly that he was assigned to represent her and that he needed to know where she got her drugs. Later, Leanne received a message from Harvey with details about her first birth. In an apartment filled with seeds, a blooming flower threatened her while he examined the pills. After that, Leanne left with her heart pounding and held back her tears. Meanwhile, on the way back, Nick suspects and asks to know what's going on. Leanne chased Nick away, but after receiving a call from Harvey announcing that he would line up next for her, Leanne desperately realized that she was stuck and couldn't do anything. After being released without being charged, Kelly defiantly tells Imran that she won't go back to her adoptive parents and he can't arrest her. But when Imran revealed that he and Toya were adoptive parents, Kelly suggested she could stay with them. Nick and Sam later met Simon in speed dial and he apologized for the problem with Jacob. Nick began to wonder where Leanne was and she was late, drawing a smile on her face, assuring Nick that everything was fine. When Natasha returned from London, Nick was disappointed to realize his time with Sam was over. He asked Leanne about coming back, but he was hurt when she insisted it was too early. Elsewhere, Grace and Michael collapsed when the newborn daughter had difficulty breathing. Grace will give birth when Ronnie bombs Ed that he had an affair with Aggie years ago, and possibly Michael's father. Aggie wasn't relieved when her brother-in-law arrived. And the following week, Ronnie's estranged wife came to the scene and asked why he was ignoring her calls. Kat accuses Ronnie of running away with Aggie, and when she refuses to step back, Ronnie explains that he is finding out if Michael is really his son. Ed arrives and asks to know who Kat is, but she is shocked when Ronnie introduces her as a business partner. Kat then warned Ronnie that he could destroy his family with his revelations. Meanwhile, Grace was taken to the hospital after feeling the spasm. While Grace gave birth, Ed asked Ronnie why he was acting so hard and he admitted that he had a relationship with Aggie before Ed met her. When Ed tried to process what Ronnie had said, Michael announced that Grace had given birth to a baby girl. Ronnie would call to ask for a present for the baby, but an angry Ed ordered him to stay away. Michael then told Ed they had to put the baby back in the ventilator and Ronnie offered to buy Michael a car as he was going to drive back and forth from the hospital. Ed very angry but still bite his tongue for the sake of Michael and the baby. Will Michael discover that Ronnie could be his father? Don't forget to come back often for the latest news, updates and news. Goodbye and see you again.